Guys, another pillow cover has been sold, this time in the color red, 45 centimeter by 45 centimeters. And before you know it, this premium red cotton fabric is going to be sewn into decent pillow covers and it's going to be sent out to the buyer. How am I able to pull it off? I'm able to pull it off because I have developed a system that enables me sew these pillow covers pretty much very quickly whenever they are sold, in such a way that the buyer still can receive them 2 to 3 days after ordering these pillow covers. Yes, I get it. A lot of you kind of belong to the old school where you still think that, yes, this thing has to be complicated. The thing that beats me below the belt is that, look, I see people that have gone through the tailoring school. In my home country, if you want to be, a qualified tailor, sometimes it takes you like 2 years. If you are very smart, if you are not so smart, it might take you like 3 years, even 4 years. I've seen people even learning how to sew up to 5 years. But the thing that surprises me is that after all said and done, they take this qualification, they take this skill that they have, and they just put it aside. They never ever think of working with it. And if you ask them, why don't you actually, make a lot of money with your tailoring skill? They tell you it's too complicated. I do not know where to start. And there are just not people buying stuff. People are just comfortable buying already made stuff. Guys, this is one of the reasons I actually created this channel, to show you that, look, it doesn't have to be complicated. Gone are the days where starting a sewing business needed to be very, very complicated. There are so many systems that are actually here to help you. Do not forget we are in 2025, and because of that, there are so many ways that complicated stuffs have actually been reduced to things that you can just, whip out if you know what you are doing. It's kind of sad that tailoring being a very decent skill is a skill that you can actually use to make a lot of money if you know what you are doing, a skill that can actually put bread on your table, a skill that will make it possible for you not to go begging. But then you see people learning these things and they never ever want to use it to work just because they do not know how to take, the first step. I've sold quite a number of pillow covers on this channel. If you didn't know, I sew pillow covers and sell them on responsible platforms, on eBay, on my website, on TikTok, on Instagram. And this I have done for profit. And I can tell you that, look, there is a better way to actually make pillow covers. Make them in such a way that it doesn't have to stress you. It doesn't have to disturb your home processes. It doesn't have to disturb your private life. What it requires for you is for you to be seasoned so that you can actually learn the techniques, the new way things are actually done. If you want to do this the way our fathers did it, the way our mothers did it, at the end of the day, you're going to be stressed. You're going to be one of those people that keep complaining that there's no money to be made, from having a handwork, from tailoring. And you're going to be leaving a lot of money on the table because of just your beliefs, because you believe that it cannot be done. There is no way somebody's going to see me and want to buy my stuff. Guys, I'm here to tell you that, look, those limiting beliefs, there are ways to circumvent them. And as a matter of fact, I have actually figured out a way to circumvent a lot of these bottlenecks. Sewing a long time ago, trying to sell them on a platform like eBay, it was a lot of shit show. People were not buying my items. I didn't know what items I was supposed to sell. I didn't know what size I was supposed to sell. I didn't even know the colors that everybody wanted. I didn't give up. I kept pushing. I knew that not everybody actually wanted to just go to a shop and buy covers, made from low quality fabrics. I knew that there were still some people, somewhere in the world that would say, look, I want pillow covers in a particular shade of yellow. I want pillow covers in a particular shade of green. And they go to a shop, they cannot find it. And they finally make resort to looking for somebody that's going to get the fabric and actually sew the fabric into professionally looking pillow covers. I knew there were people like that. I knew there were people that were just disappointed, that were tired of the low quality fabrics you have out there, that will say to you, it doesn't matter how expensive your pillow covers are, but I only want to be sure that the cotton fabric you are using in this case are premium cotton fabrics that will not shrink even if you wash them a lot of times, cotton fabric that have the best colors, cotton fabrics that will not, bleed out colors when you wash them. I knew people like this existed and I kept putting in the work. I kept refining my process. I was selling customers. I was selling products to customers. I was getting the feedback. I was getting all the data points I needed to actually, refine the process to the point that as soon as somebody orders a pillow cover, it doesn't matter in what size it is, size 30 by 30, 45, 45, 40 by 40 centimeter, 50 by 50 centimeter. It doesn't matter what size the pillow cover is. The systems I have developed would enable me, professionally produce them in record time and still be able to ship them off to the buyer, such a way that the buyer doesn't have to complain. How long is it going to take before I receive them? The buyer is guaranteed to receive them in record time, just exactly the way the buyer of this red pillow cover is also going to receive them. Guys, if you are still thinking that, sewing to sell is not a business line that you should explore, especially for those of you that already have the skills, the required skills, which is you already know how to sew clothes, you already know how to cut fabric, sew them into things that people want. I want you to take a rethink, and that's why I'm actually making this video, showing you some of my back end, to encourage you that, look, do not think that it is not possible. Everything is possible for you only if you decide, to take action. These are very decent premium pillow covers. Hopefully the buyer receives them, is excited, and the idea is that as soon as the buyer receives these pillow covers and is satisfied, they will definitely come back, to buy more colors. It doesn't matter if it's the color green, if it's the color blue, if it's in white, if it's in cream. I have got all these colors in different sizes ready to go. I hope this video helps you. If you are still sitting on the fence and you are saying to yourself, I really would like to know how this thing actually works, do not hesitate to reach out to me in the comment section. I will be more than excited to answer your questions. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.